out now start to come out through that large and tall blow-up tee down there that they use in that north end zone. They got to throw the ball better.
Yep.
Loosen up a Skyline or a rock wall next week or anybody down the road. They don't have to be, they don't have to be, the 2009 Texas Tech Red Raiders. But they need to be able to loosen these teams up a little bit.
Yeah, they have to be more of a threat through the air, because eventually that's going to catch up to them. When teams realize that you're struggling to throw the ball, and they have throughout the season, they're going to load up to stop the run, and that could be a problem down the road.
Remember, Skyline won the toss and deferred, so they'll have the football first to start the third quarter. And we always say this, that first possession of the third quarter is huge, because with the Red Raiders up 14-7, if they can get a stop to start this third quarter and kind of set the tone, then it makes all the difference in the world. But again, they do have the lead. The good news is they've run the ball well, they had the lead, and their defense has played well. For the most part, Q Davis did not kill them. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification as you listen to East Texas High School football. Red Raiders in their home red jerseys, black helmets, black numerals trimmed in white, that new Red Raider logo, the Mask Raider on the side of their helmet, and white pants. Skyline wears black pants, a white jersey for the road, a white helmet with their logo on the side, and a red numeral. And so the Red Raiders will kick off. Kickoff brought to you by Quality Auto Investments. Christian Baxter has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Skyline will be going left to right as we start the third quarter, and we're set to play some high school football. Ball dribbled downfield as he bounces it. Ball loose, picked up after two bounces by Davis. Red Raiders try to get on him, and they do at the 35-yard line. Again, not wanting to kick to that kid, they dribble that ball downfield, and the tackle made by number 46, Adarian Scott. And so it'll be 1st and 10 for Skyline at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, pretty good kick coverage and almost an effective kick as well, but Skyline is able to get possession of it.
1st and 10. Again, they go left to right. And again, keep an eye on number 2, Quadarius Davis. He's lined up or coming to the near side. Generally lines up on the short side of the field. He's matched up against Adam Mitchell. Again, they got the big kid back out there, Daryl Richardson at quarterback. A 6'3" kid and a big target. He's going to throw the fade down the near side to Davis, and that ball is going to be caught in traffic in a double team between Sears and Mitchell at the 42-yard line. He dropped that ball in like rain right between two Red Raiders, and that's a first down at the 42-yard line.
Not sure how he was able to come down with that football. A safety for the Red Raiders was in position as well. I thought they were going to have an interception.
I did too, but it's a first down. Ball on the near hash. 4 receivers set. And Farrar in the backfield, let's not forget him. Richardson looking to throw again. He sets up, throws it down the left side, and he's looking again for Davis and underthrows it. No, check that, Antonio Blair, and he was badly underthrown. Flag down at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, another obvious holding call. Skyline's going to have to do a better job of keeping their hands inside, so this play wouldn't have counted anyway.
They have had, 3?
Of the offense. 10-yard penalty, replay the down.
Okay, thank you, Brad Frisbee. That's 3 holding penalties, I believe, already.
At least 3, yeah.
And that'll take him back. So instead of a 2nd and 10, it'll be a 1st and 20. Back at the 48-yard line. And so they're on their side of the 50-yard line again. Red Raiders in that 3-3-5 look, but they've got basically 5 guys along that second line. Hand off to Farrar, and he's hitting the backfield and nailed. Jack Janis among the tacklers that time. Jaden Williams in on that. Garfield Lawrence. And that was a Red Raider party. Carson Gallagher, about 4 black helmets with red jerseys on Quaylen Farrar. At the 47-yard line, loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 21.
Once again, Jack Janis was first on the scene and made a big hit that spun Farrar around and allowed the rest of the defense to catch up to him.
Richardson has Farrar and 3 wide receivers this time. First time tonight, one of the first times they were using a tight end in the ball game, Marquarius Standard. And on a 2nd and 21 at their own 47-yard line, Richardson to throw again. Steps up, being rushed, swallowed up, sack, Red Raiders flag down again. Jaden Williams and Garfield Lawrence. If he gets credit for the sack, it would be his third. Let's see what the penalty flag is all about.
It'll be another holding call, but you go ahead and decline this one because they lost about 7 yards on the play.
Boy, Corey Chancellor, one of the co-defensive coordinator, about 10 yards out on the field, looking to fire that group up.
Personal foul. That's even worse.
Yeah. That's on the defense, Garfield Lawrence. Automatic first down, illegal use.
Yeah, the referee.
Hands to the face.
The official is he's the only guy going the wrong direction. They finally got his attention. He was marking that off against Skyline, but he got his attention finally, and it will be against Lawrence.
Garfield Lawrence got an offer from Arkansas this week, and again, that's going to take him all the way down to the Red Raider 38-yard line. And again, this first drive of the third quarter is critical. 10:39 left. Red Raiders up 14-7, but Skyline gets the penalty flag and a 15-yard walk-off and a first down at the 38-yard line. 4 wide set for Rahr, standing to the left of the quarterback, and a man in motion. And Richardson clearly thinking about Q Davis. Now he scrambles. He's going to throw the ball downfield. He's got Blair at the 10-yard line. Blair to the 5. Blair scores, and we're a point away from tying. 3 Red Raiders missed tackles. And Blair from 38 yards out, and they're on 1 point away from tying this football game.
Well, he made that look easy. Nice job by the quarterback to buy himself some time and find a wide-open receiver, get him the football on basically a deep drag route for an easy score.
Where were the tacklers that time?
Yeah,
Nobody
good question.
looked like they wanted to tackle Antonio Blair. And so now it's 14-13, and the extra point brought to you by Robertson Automotive would tie the ball game.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 9 of the offense. 15-yard penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Just can't help taunting, can they?
No,
You just can't help themselves.
can't help themselves.
All right, so they'll be kicking off deep in their own territory. Good grief. All right, Cabello, the kicker, to look to tie this ball game. The kick is on the way, and it's good. So we're tied. Early third quarter. Legacy 14, Skyline 14, back in 1 minute. On 92.1 FM, the team, and KTP in the Z.
Tough never quits. Power never fails. From when the lights come on till you're off the field. You give it everything. So why not get a vehicle that does the same? Like the new 2021 Kia Telluride, or the all-new Kia Seltos, or the redesigned Kia Sportage. With power like this, you'll want to bring it on the field too. Give it everything at Pelche Kia in Tyler, where tough never quits.
Come visit Shannon's Beading Basket and Art Gallery. Brand new store and location. We have thousands of beads, gemstones, semi-precious stones, freshwater pearls, findings, you name it, Shannon has it. Love designer jewelry? Design your own at a fraction of the cost. Shannon also has original art by local artists in her gallery. Come enjoy a creative experience with your friends and family you'll never forget. Shannon's Beading Basket and Art Gallery in front of the Triple Creek Shopping Center, 1412 Judson Road in Longview.
Correction, the touchdown to McKeelan Winfield. And the drive summary brought to you by Jersey Mike's Subs.
Yeah, 4 plays, 65 yards a minute and 40 seconds. Winfield is a big target at 6'4", 205 pounds, and had some nifty footwork to get into the end zone.
American Gold and Diamond Exchange kickoff coming up the 25-yard line after the unsportsmanlike. It's tied at 14, and the kick is away, and it'll be taken at the 30-yard line by the Red Raiders. Upfield to the 45, out to midfield, an excellent field position on a running return that time by the Legacy Red Raider Jamarian Miller, who returns it to the Skyline 48-yard line. And again, while McKeelan Winfield made a really good play to score the touchdown, a taunting penalty, and they kick off the 25-yard line, and now the Red Raiders have great field position. I don't know what you have to say to these kids to get them to shut their mouth after they score a touchdown.
Well, it's kind of what you said. Just can't help themselves. That's a great score. Get some good footwork to get into the end zone. Just take it to the sideline.
Yeah, I mean, you scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
Shut up and give it the ball to the official. First down at the 48-yard line. 4 wide receivers for the Red Raiders going right to left, and Miller in the backfield. Bubble screen overthrown, intended for Donnell as he launched that ball. Adams had that ball sail out of bounds on him, and he'll come to the sideline. Again, the Red Raiders must, in order to get where they want to go this year, They have got to improve their passing game.
And they've got to protect the quarterback better. Adams, again, he was clobbered on the play, and that would cause that pass to drift out of bounds as high as it did.
Well, they got to block better, throw better, catch better.
Yep.
Simple as that. 2nd down 10 at the 48-yard line. Going right to left, far side, the short side. They've got a tight end. In fact, double tight ends in the game, and two backs, one receiver. Handoff coming near side, looking to get to the edge. Donnell has it, 35-30, 25, out of bounds, inside the 25. Bryson Donnell running with power along the near side. Bounced out at the 20-yard line, a 28-yard run for the junior. First down, Red Raiders.
Donnell basically got lost behind his offensive line, and once he got beyond the line of scrimmage, a good burst of speed to turn the corner.
A chance to regain the lead here with 9:55 to go in the third quarter. Red Raiders have the ball at the 20-yard line. They go with a two-back, double tight end, one wide receiver offense. Stay in there. Hand it to Miller, looking to bounce it outside. Miller does to the 10. Go! No! They caught him at the 5-yard line. An ankle tackle that time. Saved the touchdown. And it'll be 1st and goal at about the 5-yard line. Thought he'd popped it.
Yeah, that's a patient run by Miller. He didn't have anything initially, but allowed the offensive line to do its work before he turned it upfield.
So it's a 1st and goal at the 6. Adams again trots over, gets instructions from the near side. And they stay with that double tight end. Bergfeld and Sanger, both the tight ends. The two running backs, Donnell and Miller, that's double trouble for anybody. And Adams, the quarterback. They've got one wide receiver, LaDavian Butler, to the near side. From the 6-yard line, Trent claps his hands. Hand the ball off. Donnell got a yard. And it's to be 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line. Well played by Skyline that time.
Yeah, big hit, turned him back inside.
And Tyree Terry in on that tackle. So it'll be 2nd and goal as we wind down toward the 8-minute mark here in the third quarter in a 14-14 game. Red Raiders stay in that same offense. One receiver, two backs, two tight ends. Ball on the right hash. Snap the football, hand it, trying to get to the edge. This will be Bryson Donnell again, and he won't get there. It'll be 3rd down and goal at the 5. The Red Raiders have not kicked a field goal this year. They tried one in the Longview game. That was right before halftime. It would have given them the lead from 50-plus yards out. Didn't work. So now this is a huge play for both sides.
Yeah,
3rd goal at the 5.
Yeah, if they don't get any closer, they'll probably have to try a field goal, but well played by Skyline's defense.
All right, so Skyline doing a good job on their defensive front. Ball in the middle of the field, same formation, two backs, two tights. Adams out of the shotgun. Hand the ball off to Miller, and they're all over him. He'll get it back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Again, there's the problem. Their passing game is no threat,
right.
So they just load up in the box and go for the two running backs. And now it's a 4th down, and the Red Raiders are going to basically try what amounts to an extra point that would count 3 instead of 1.
Well, and this is another missed opportunity. Hopefully they'll get the field goal kicked, but another missed opportunity, an excellent opportunity to get into the end zone missed.
It would be a 23-yard field goal by Baxter, his first of the year. Maddox Residential and Commercial Services sponsors this field goal try by sophomore Christian Baxter. The kick is on the way, and it's good, and the Red Raiders regain the lead. 7:21 left to play in the third. Red Raiders 17, Skyline 14, back in 1 minute. 92.1 FM the team, and KTP in the Z.
Locations, more choices, more convenience. Peters Pre-Owned now has 2 locations to serve East Texas. Peters Pre-Owned Center in Longview and the all-new Peters Auto Sports in Tyler. The largest inventory of trucks, cars, motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides in all of East Texas. Shop our inventory on either website to see all our inventory and take advantage of our nationwide free delivery. Peters Pre-Owned Center in Longview. Peters Auto Sports in Tyler. More locations, more choices, more convenience.
I'm attorney Matt Flannery of the Grattan Flannery Law Firm. Are you as sick of seeing commercials that talk about uncertain times as I am? Well, when you're in a car wreck, you're engulfed in uncertain times. You'll probably wonder things like, where can I get my family medical treatment? How can I get a rental car? Should the insurance company pay me for the diminished value of my vehicle? Should I be reimbursed for the time that I lost from work? At Grattan Flannery, we know the answers to all of these questions, and we know how to treat clients like their family. Call Grattan Flannery.
Kickoff brought to you by Tim Jones State Farm Insurance. Red Raiders up 17-14. Baxter's kick is away. It's high and left and taken at the 20-yard line. Coming up field out to the 30. Getting left at the 35-yard line. There's room for Skyline along the near side. And the return that time by R.J. Bonner. Make that Quaylen Farrar, the running back who caught that ball, gets him out near midfield. Great starting field position for Skyline. And I believe right now, Kevin, they've got the momentum in this game, even though the Red Raiders lead 17-14.
Yeah, as I talked about, a missed opportunity. Now, good golden opportunity to score a touchdown, not able to pull it off. And so let's see if the defense can come up and make a stop. Great starting field position, as you mentioned. Baxter
with a 23-yard field goal to give the Red Raiders a 17-14 lead. They desperately need a stop. Triangle receivers on the near side and a handoff to Farrar. The Red Raiders to get that stop. K.J. Humber, the first guy there. He never made it anywhere close to the line of scrimmage. 4 red jerseys around the play, but K.J. Humber was the first guy there. And Nicholson also in on that tackle. Also looks like Chris Harris around the ball. Good to see him back out on the field. Loss of 3.
Yeah, a lot of red jerseys in on the tackle and around the football. Well played.
6:40 left to go in the third. The Red Raiders up 3. Relatively low-scoring game here. As Skyline out of the shotgun. 4 wide receivers again keep up with Quidarius Davis. Lined up to the short side of the field toward the Red Raiders sideline. Back to pass. Richardson looks, bubble screen outside, finds Farrar. A lot of room inside the 40-yard line. That is a first down as they let him leak out of the backfield and catch the ball on the run. Jack Janis makes the tackle, but that is a Skyline first down near the 40-yard line.
Yeah, he was left uncovered. A pick play that worked out for the first down.
And so Skyline on the move again. Again, the low snap, it bounces back to Richardson. He's in some trouble and will have to eat it for no gain. Somehow that ball came out of there and bounced back to him. He picked it up, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all. The Red Raiders have several guys around the play to make the tackle. A little slow to get up after that scrum that time. Harris in on that play again. Sheffy, I think, also among the Red Raider tacklers. So good job that time by the Red Raiders. Now it'll be a second down and right at 10, just inside the 40-yard line. Snap the football. Richardson throws the fade down the left side, and this ball will be incomplete as Winfield on the fade, back shoulder fade, tried to come back to the ball and not quite able to come up with it. The coverage on the play by Jaqueline Morgan, but that was a catchable ball by Winfield, and he couldn't bring it in. Third down.
Well, if it's a better pass, if it's a deep pass, he has a step on Legacy's defensive back. If it's a well-thrown football, it's an easy score. He got behind the defensive back, but it was underthrown. He had to come back for it.
5:36 to go. It's third down and 9. Big play here. Ball on the left hash. They go left to right here in the third. 4 wide receiver, 1 back set. Red Raiders blitz. Back to throw, inside screen. It's caught, and it'll be Davis who gets about 5, and he's taken down nicely by the Red Raiders. A couple of guys around that play. I think Carson Gallagher, number 40, may have gotten a piece of it. It'll be 4th and 5, and there's a penalty flag.
Yeah,
there.
It might be a roughing the passer here. That's a late penalty flag, and Richardson, the quarterback, was on the ground around the penalty flag, so we'll see what happens.
Joe Willis, the head coach, way out on the field here, talking to one of his linemen. If this is against the Red Raiders gun, they're walking the wrong way. Yeah,
it's a personal foul. Roughing the passer.
Maybe roughing the passer. Brad didn't turn his microphone on there, but roughing the passer, that's the second consecutive series where they've had a Red Raider personal foul aid their drive.
Yep, and that was a big one. That's the 15-yarder when it appears as though the Red Raiders have made a stop. And Richardson's a little woozy. He's having a little struggle.
Well, they'll get the sophomore in there.
Yeah.
But, boy, they're now inside the 25-yard line to the 24 and threatening to take the lead in this game. After Legacy led 14-0, 5:21 to go. Third quarter. And right now Skyline feeling the momentum. Red Raider band playing, but Legacy's doing the dancing. Our Skyline players are kind of doing the dancing right now. They've got the Red Raiders back on their heels. And this Red Rage defense needs to get into a rage. They're still adjusting the 15 yards down to the 19-yard line. And that's where the Skyline Raiders will scrimmage. They trail by 3, but they are knocking at the door, and the sophomore is in at quarterback. 4 wide receivers set. Let's see what the Red Raiders do, and they're pointing. I think somebody wearing a Skyline uniform flinched that time, and that'll cost them 5 yards.
Well, it's Farrar, but he should have been given some time to reset. He actually blown his own coverage. He could have just, he stepped forward before the snap of the ball. But he could have just sat right there instead of trying to move again. Well, that'll cost him 5.
Back to the 24-yard line. It'll be 1st and 15. Clock starts up again. We're approaching the 5-minute mark in the third quarter. 1st and 15 at the Red Raider 24-yard line. Snap the football. Back to throw. Downfield. He's got a man open, but underthrows him incomplete. And that was intended for Anthony Davis. And the Red Raiders had pressure coming that time on Jalen Robinson, the sophomore. 3rd down, make that 2nd and 15 coming up.
Yeah, right up the middle. Carson Gallagher got pressure and forced that pass a little earlier than the quarterback wanted to throw it, and it forced a bad pass.
All right, 2nd down, 15 at the 24-yard line. 17-14, Robinson kind of limps to the line of scrimmage here. I think he must have gotten shaken up early. Their quarterback, Daryl Richardson, also banged up. 4 receivers. Slot man goes in motion, Davis. Farrar in the backfield. They're going to hand it to him, and Farrar's got room. Farrar bounces outside. He got the 5 yards back plus 2, maybe 3 more, and it'll be a 3rd down. They'll still need about 7 for the first down. Spun around that time. Red Raiders finally make the play at the 17-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 8 coming up.
Red Raiders did a good job to grab his jersey and hold on to it to bring him down.
All right, so the ball's at the 17-yard line. Maybe 4-down territory now with 4.5 to go in the third quarter. Legacy 17, Skyline 14, but they are threatening. Davis split out wide to the near side. And against that 3-3 look, back to pass, Robinson looks under pressure, throws downfield, intercepted and dropped by the Red Raiders. Oh, it was intended for Blair, and it should have been picked off. A Red Raider had it in his arms. I think that was Aaron Sears, and it ought to be Red Raider football. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, simply dropped. It looks like they're going to send out the field goal unit and attempt one here.
So it looks like they're going to bring Cabello into the game. The senior would try then a 34-yard field goal with Blair as the holder from the left hash. So a 34-yard field goal try to tie the ball game coming up for the Skyline Raiders. Snap, hold, the mechanics are good. The kick is on the way. It's a line drive, and it is good. We're tied with 4:07 to go in the third. Legacy 17, Skyline 17, back in 1 minute. 92.1 FM, the team, and KTP in the Z.
When a patient has Medicare Advantage coverage through Christus Health Plan, it's not just me providing their care, it's all of us. Because our plans are not only about having every piece of your Medicare covered, our goal is 100% peace of mind, so you can get the care you deserve.
Call 903-225-8344 to talk to a Christus Health Plan Medicare specialist today.
More locations, more choices, more convenience. Peters Pre-Owned now has 2 locations to serve East Texas. Peters Pre-Owned Center in Longview and the all-new Peters Auto Sports in Tyler. The largest inventory of trucks, cars, motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides in all of East Texas. Shop our inventory on either website to see all our inventory and take advantage of our nationwide free delivery. Peters Pre-Owned Center in Longview. Peters Auto Sports in Tyler. More locations, more choices, more convenience.
Kickoff brought to you by Tyler Auto Finance, home of 399 down. 34-yard field goal. We're tied at 17. And here's the kick into no man's land again. The Red Raiders field it at the 33-yard line and run it this way. And this is room to midfield across the 50-yard line and out of bounds along the near side. Nice job by Newsom again. They've kicked it to him several times tonight, and that time there was nobody there to tackle him. He caught the ball in stride and runs near side, crosses midfield, and the Red Raiders have really good field position. What did the scoring drive look like?
Yeah, 8 plays, 33 yards, 3 minutes, and 4 seconds.
Scoring drive update brought to you by Honest One Auto Care. We're tied at 17. We play with 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter here at the stadium. Gorgeous, gorgeous October night. Halloween tomorrow night. First time in 76 years, Halloween under a full moon.
Really?
How about that?
Okay, so that's a long time.
That's a long time.
Okay.
So it'll be spooky out there tomorrow night. 3 receivers to the right, and inside handoff, and a pretty good first down run by the Red Raiders inside the 40 down to the 37-yard line. And that'll be Jamarian Miller, who had a long run of 65 yards early in the ball game. That's a gain of 7, second down.
The Red Raiders have to take advantage of the starting field position. They cannot continue to miss opportunities.
Yep, they've had good field position, but have come away with, a touchdown and then a field goal a bit earlier. But, again, not enough, as they are tied at 17. 2nd and 3, though, at the 37-yard line, near hash. Tight end lined up left. Miller goes in motion, so it's an empty backfield as Trent Adams, the senior, looks to throw, and he's hit, and he's going to be sacked back at the 50-yard line. Boy, coming off the edge on a delayed blitz with Ty Johnson, and Trent Adams never had a chance. Yeah. Unblocked, totally unblocked.
Yeah, and that's really been the story of the season in terms of the passing game. Trent Adams has taken a lot of hits throughout this season. There's not much of a passing game to speak of.
Yeah, and it's got to get better. If the Red Raiders want to make the playoffs, which they obviously do, you can have great running backs, but if the other team knows what's coming, it's going to be hard. 3rd down and 11, 45-yard line, and this may be a passing down again. It's an empty backfield again. Let's see what the Red Raiders do. 3 receivers split wide to the right, and here they come with an extra rusher, and they're going to get him again. Sack him at the 49-yard line, and the ball fumbled, but apparently he had been blown dead at the 49-yard line, so the ball picked up by Johnson. He runs it in, but he won't count. It's not a scoop and score. It'll be a 4th down and 10, 4th and 15 for the Red Raiders on back-to-back sacks. So, again, not only is the passing game ineffective, but they're not pass blocking very well either. And so now the Red Raiders will have to punt it again if they choose to do so. Remember, they ran a fake earlier, kind of a fake. They looked like they might quick kick, which Adams is good at. He's lined up out of the shotgun with Miller in the backfield. But it's 4th and 15, and now the whistle blows as they start the clock with under 3 minutes to go. And offsides, and they're going to throw a free play down the near side. And they took out the Red Raider receiver, Greg Johnson, buried Butler, and no flag on the play. He treated it. Johnson didn't know they were throwing a pass, and he just ran Butler to the sideline. That's got to be pass interference.
Yeah, they're calling it uncatchable, but, boy, that was a mugging.
But there's a flag at
should be an offsides against, should be a free play for,
should be a free
for
play.
Legacy, so we'll see.
So that should be 4th and 10. So it's going to be offside. And, again, I guess uncatchable is the call because Butler got mugged by Greg Johnson, who clearly, in his defense, only thought punt perhaps, maybe a quick kick, and saw Butler as the gunner and was going to take him out of bounds. But it is a 4th and 10, and let's see if the Red Raiders actually go for it. Maybe taking a page out of the Pulaski playbook from 2 weeks ago. On a 4th and 10 at the 44-yard line, Adams now claps his hands and he backs up 7 yards, and I'm guessing that he will quick kick here. And, in fact, he will, as he will boot this ball. He does a really nice job. It bounces at the 15-yard line. Inside the 15, Red Raiders kill it at the 14-yard line. Trent's good at that. 2:10 to go in the third, though. And once again, the Red Raiders had really good field position and could do nothing with it.
Yeah, Skyline's 44-yard line. You got to make something happen there. Another missed opportunity.
And, again, right now the concern is that you feel the momentum oozing away from the – they need a play. They need somebody to step up and make a big play to reverse the momentum because, in my opinion, Skyline has the mo right now.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And, again, the ability to get to Adams and sack him on back-to-back plays.
All right, so they've got Jalen Robinson in the ball game, and he'll hand the ball off to Farrar on the near side. Red Raiders chasing, but Farrar out of bounds near the 25, and a flag flies. He's near a first down. Let's see what the penalty flag in front of the Red Raider bench is. Linesman throws it, and that generally means some kind of an illegal block.
Yeah, and a late illegal block. Once again, it's at the end of the run. These guys are not very disciplined when it comes to blocking.
Holding, they call.
Yeah.
At the end of the play, near the end of the play. So that will negate that 9-yard run right at a first down run by Quaylen Farrar. And that will take them back inside the 10-yard line. Or about, they're going to mark it right at the 10-yard line. With 2:04 to go in the third. We're tied at 17. And it'll be a 1st and 14 coming up for Skyline. Jalen Robinson, their sophomore quarterback, has Farrar in the backfield. They stay with that 4 wide receiver set. Red Raiders play a 3-3 look. And again, remember, Caden Starks was injured earlier and has not returned to the game. Snap the football out of the shotgun. Not much of a pass rush. He throws it upfield. That ball is caught, and Minifield breaks the tackle. He'll get it to the 20 and will be 4 yards short of the first down on a slant. That'll make it a 2nd down and about 4 at the 20-yard line.
A decent run after the catch. He got a couple extra yards on a quick slant route. Winfield's a big guy. That showed some power there.
Well, 2nd down and 4 at the 20-yard line. Red Raiders not getting much of a pass rush here on this series, at least not yet. Hopefully now. 3 down linemen, snap it. Robinson juggles it, back to pass. Now he's going to have to scramble. Now he's in some trouble. He's running with it. They leave him open, and he's got a first down at the 35, 36-yard line. They almost had him sacked for a big loss, but then they lost contain, and Robinson, the sophomore, picks up 16 yards, and that'll be a Skyline first down.
And not a fast guy, but he made it work for him. He made something out of nothing on that play.
So again, now that's a problem perhaps with a little bit of fundamental issue for the Red Raiders. Again, they went for the sack, missed. Middle opened up. Back to pass, Robinson again. Here comes another blitz. He throws down the left side. He's got a man wide open at the 35-yard line, and that'll be a first down to Antonio Blair. First down to Blair. He beat 2 Red Raiders and has a first down at the Legacy 35-yard line.
Yeah, Legacy got a break there. It's an underthrown pass. He had to come back for it. It's a good pass. It's a touchdown.
After scoring those first 2 touchdowns, the Legacy offense has disappeared. And now they're struggling defensively. Farrar with the ball, but that time, they didn't put him on the ground. Look out. He's got all kinds of room. Flags everywhere at the 20, 15. He's down to the 10. I think this will come back. The Red Raiders should have had him for a 5-yard loss. And then he reversed field, and penalty flags coming from every direction. Must be an illegal block on
Well,
that
it's
play.
a big one of those crackback blocks that's illegal now. He got smashed, the Red Raider then. It was a great block. In the olden days, that would have been considered a great block. But you can't do it now, and that'll cost another big run for Skyline.
Jack Janis got clobbered that time by number 56, George Dennis. And there is a Skyline player down at the 8-yard line.
Farrar.
At the end of that play, their running back, Farrar, is hurt. So everybody takes a knee for 2 reasons. A, somebody's injured, and B, because everybody's tired after a play like that. And Farrar is in a little bit of pain. Let's hope he's okay with only 34 seconds left. Very talented young man, being highly recruited, we understand. Again, ranked as one of the better two-way, double threat running backs in Texas, both as a runner and as a receiver. They help him up. Hopefully he's okay. He's going to be assisted to the sideline. And our best wishes to Quaylen Farrar, who plays hard. He's not a big kid, but favoring his right leg, and let's just hope that he's okay.
Yeah, I think they're stretching him as if he had cramps. I think he's got cramps in both calves. We'll hope that's the case.
Let's hope that's the case. 34 seconds left to play here in the quarter, and after all that, they're going to move this ball all the way back to the 50-yard line after the crackback block by George Dennis, which leveled Jack Janis.
Yeah, again, back in the day, that would have been a perfect block, but you can't do it anymore.
I'm optimistic about Farrar simply because while he's limping off the field, he's putting weight on both legs.
Yeah, they were stretching him, as I said, as if he had cramps. But his cramps must be pretty bad in both calves.
You're watching on TV, he's at the top of your screen, and again, he's kind of walking under his own power, but he's putting weight on both legs, and that would indicate maybe just a cramp. Not that it's just a cramp, those hurt. But in this case, it wouldn't be anything other than maybe that. It'll be 1st and 25 at midfield. And after all that, whistles blow again.
But they're still trying to get Farrar off the field.
They're still trying to get Farrar off the field.
They're starting to play,
Hang on, guys. Let's get this kid off the field. Let's not get in a big hurry. The restaurants will still be open. They're not going to close this early on a Friday night, are they?
That's right. They should be okay.
Should be okay. Yeah, they'll be okay. 1st and 25 at midfield. Ball on the near hash. 3-3 look defensively. Snap it to Robinson. He looks, he throws. Oh, he's got a man, Blair, out there. Blair to the 35, 34-yard line. Another penalty flag, and this one's going to be against the Red Raiders, I think. Somebody delivered a helmet to helmet, I think, that time. What do you think?
Well, this game is getting sloppy. That's a good pass.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be helmet to helmet, maybe Adam Mitchell.
Yep.
Helmet got knocked off, and, that's going to cost the Red Raiders 15 more, I think.
And if it is helmet to helmet, they're still doing ejections, right? Am I right about that?
Well, you can make a decision this year for the first time.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be automatic. It's up to the official to decide. And personal foul, helmet to helmet. Boy, that's going to take them down inside the Red Raider 19-yard line. So they got a big penalty called and gave it right back. And the Red Raiders have had 3 personal fouls in this game.
Hard to win that way.
Yeah, hard to win like that. First down at the 19-yard line. Down to 15 seconds to go in the third quarter. And again, Skyline's got the momentum. They got a 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Their sophomore Jalen Robinson with a man in motion. One back set. Hand the ball off coming near side for only a couple. They stack up Kristen Washington after a gain of about a yard. And the third quarter comes to an end after 3. It's Legacy 17, Skyline 17. Back in 1 minute. 92.1 FM, the team, and KTPN, the Z.